This video will go over the most efficient way to grab custom affiliate links inside N8n using AvantLink's API connection. So you can grab those affiliate links very quickly with simply one click. To get this started, let's add a trigger. Now the next node we're going to add is a Google Sheet. And for this, we are going to select Get Roles in Sheet. Now, assuming you already have your Google Sheet connected, we have another video going over exactly how to connect your Google Sheet to N8n. I will make sure I link that video in the description. So for this, you will select Sheet within Document for the resource. For the operation, you will select Get Roles. And then for the document, so inside our Google Sheets, we have 5 columns created. And for this example, we are grabbing links for products that we get from the vendor shields. So what we're going to do is grab the product links and then simply just paste them into our URL column. Just imagine if you have an assistant doing the product research for you, very quickly, you tell them to grab the product links and just put them onto this Excel sheet. And then you can simply just set up the whole workflow and just with one mouse click using the AvantLink's API connection, so that's going to find all of the product name and the link and the price, and then it's going to just do it all. And it's going to save you a lot of time when you need to get those links to go into your content. So for this example, we're going to just spend the next 10 minutes to find some example products and then paste their URL into this column right here. Okay, so for this example, we're only going to go through 10 products. Now, back in the day, you have to go through each one of those links and then generate the affiliate link one by one. And for each one of them, you also have to add in the tracking ID. And that can take a lot of time. But with this workflow, you can just simply collect all of the product URL directly from the vendor's website. Just paste them in here. And then once we have everything set up, you just click the workflow, and then it's going to find everything for you without you having to do anything. And it's going to save you a lot of time, and then you're not going to get as tired. So let's go back to our N8n workflow. So for this, we're inside our Google Sheet node, and we're going to select our sheet, shows link, and then for the sheet, we're going to select the first sheet, which is sheet 1. Now, for the filters, we're going to just leave it at default because we're going to hit test. And what this will do is to grab all of the information on this sheet, which is right here. Okay? Now, the next thing we're going to do is add a batch split node. What this node will do is process one item at a time, and then it's going to go over to the next node until that whole thing is finished. It's going to loop back and grab the second item. The reason why we're doing this is so that we can process all of those 10 links one by one into our API connection, so that it's going to get the link, move on to the next one, and then the next one, and the next one is going to just loop through all 10 items, and then that's exactly the workflow. So for this, we're going to use the batch size to be 1. So it's going to move one item at a time. And for this replace me node, you can just delete that. And what we're going to do is add a HTTP request node. Now, for the HTTP request node, this is where everything comes together. For the URL, you will go to your AvantLink account, go to Add Tools, go to AvantLink API, and hit Create. For the API module, you will go down and select Custom Link. Pick CSV as our format. And for the merchant ID, we're going to pick Shields. And you're going to pick your website ID that you have registered inside your AvantLink account. Now for the merchant URL, this is where we will use the batch split node to put in our raw URL one by one into this field so that it can output the affiliate link. So for the custom tracking code, we're going to just say test. And for the URL shortener, we're going to just leave that blank. So now you're going to grab this link on top, copy it, go back to N8n. Here you will use get as the HTTP request method because we are only retrieving information. For the URL, you're gonna just paste in the link that you just got from AvantLink. For the authentication, just select none. And here where it says send query parameters, you will toggle that. And then in the name field, you will paste in merchant URL because that's one of the parameters that we need to insert our raw URL so that it can convert that raw URL into an affiliate link. Now for the value, it's going to be the URL that we're going to pass through our batch split node. In this case, it will be this right here. And we're going to use send body, and we're going to use raw. And we're going to hit test step. Okay, as you can see, AvantLink has went through this URL right here that we have given, and then it spits out an affiliate link just like that. Let's go back to our canvas. And the next thing we're going to do, a smart thing to do, is to actually record the affiliate link onto our Google Sheet. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually append that affiliate link onto this exact sheet so we can update everything. So we're going to hit add and hit Google Sheet. We're going to use update row in sheet. For the document, let's pick Shields link. And then for the sheet, it will be the first sheet. And then it's going to say columns to match. So what we can do here is, since we already have a batch split node processing each column, what we're going to do is hit row number. And we're going to drag in the handlebar from our Google Sheet so that it matches the row that we're processing. For the product URL, we're going to just leave it blank. For the product name, we're going to leave that blank for now. And for the link, that's what it needs to be updated, which is the affiliate link that the API has generated. And for the status, let's just change it to found. So what this will do is it's going to add the affiliate link inside this column for every one of them, and then it's going to change the status to found, if that makes sense. If you're following along, be sure to like the video, and you might have to save this video and watch this a couple times until you get proficient at setting this up. So let's just briefly go over what we have done. We are grabbing the URL from our Google Sheet, and we have currently 9 items, and all of those 9 items will go through our batch split node. And then the API request is gonna process each one of the URL one by one. When one is completed, it's gonna update the Google Sheet by adding them to this row, and then it's gonna go back and process the second URL. Until all 9 items have been processed, the loop will complete. And that's exactly the game plan. So let's hit save.
Hit the test workflow.
As you can see, it's automatically adding the links, changing the status column. With one click, you can just sit back and get all of the links without having to click a bunch of buttons. And there you go. And that's how quick and how efficient you can grab affiliate links by leveraging AvantLink's API connection. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you want to implement this node, this workflow into your content where it's going to write the content and then find the product and then embed those affiliate links automatically into your content, please watch this video next.